Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608 and today I am playing StarMade. And I have entered the Royal Challenge. Yes, I have thrown my own hat into my own ring. And I have taken the Royal Freighter and I have reimagined it. And I've been watching science fiction that has to do with space bounty hunters. And I thought, you know what? What if I took this ship and I made it like into a StarMade bounty hunter ship? That would be cool. So I took it and I gutted it almost entirely. I left the airlock and I ripped everything else out. And I came up with this. This is the Ice Queen 7. It is, well, it's a royal freighter that's been repurposed. I added this little armory bit here on the front. And there's a chunk missing. And I added this cool wing thing with a turret on the end. Looks like it came off of a fighter or something. And it slings up and down because I thought that was cool. There's another chunk missing. Looks like little repairs. I added a few extra engines to the end. I'm not real sure about this one here, but I'm leaving it. And it has quite a bit of damage on this side. I threw on a turret that, for whatever reason, last time I tested it, it refused to work. I have little bits of systems poking out here and there. And I left this mostly the same, except it's seen some damage, some scuff marks and missing pieces. And I just thought I'd play with that aesthetic, and I cut a groove up the middle of this and added that thing. Real happy with the way it came out. I'm more happy with the insides. Alright, so if we go to fly mode, I have these this display module on the left, so when I don't have all that nonsense there, it tells me the sector and speed without having to look around. Right. If we're not in fly mode, I'm tied to the chair. I have this captain's chair, it's on a stick, and is right home about. I got my missiles and my cannons, and I have all the computers set up here. And I designed this bridge so I can look down and out. My left and right view is not as good as it could be. So I have this other camera. I think perhaps the version I put on Discord actually has that camera set up behind it as a chase camera. There's a landing camera in that case. But let's take a look around. We have my gravity block, which you always need a gravity block. Just pull out of UI so we can take a look. I have stuff here, you know, like monitors, stuff, and nav things and things like that, and my faction module right here at the front, where it's most vulnerable and easy to get shot out. And a couple of these little accent lights, and my 3 controls. I went to that rat's nest that's totally gone now, to these 3 controls. The whole door, landing gear, and the wing. Let's engage the wing so we see what that looks like. See, the wing's engaged. And this bit here is a two-axis turret. Yeah, 2-axis turret. So it'll track targets, and it's just a cannon little pea shooter, but still. And I can bring it up for landing if I need more space when I land, or leave it down, or if I just need to reposition it so I can shoot across the ship. Whatever. Alright. We'll go to the other 2 when we get there. Come down this hallway, hang a right, and there's the airlock, and here's the living quarters. That is conduit for reactor modules. A little stove and a sink. A heated sink. See, the stove pulls double duty. It heats the water for the sink, and you can cook food on it. And this little sideways button opens a little porthole here. Comes to this little seating area with a shelf, and you can even stick stuff back here. Then let's see here. I have a standard bathroom. Then I have 2 regular old bunks. Well, I added computers in these bunks, but they don't have any data. So I'm thinking this is a crew for, or a ship for 1 crew. A one-man ship, but have 2 bunks in it just because. Oh, you never know when you might pick up a friend or go on a joint mission. You've come down the hall. That goes down to the hold. We'll go there in a minute. This is just a regular old airlock. You've seen those before. And in here comes into storage. I don't have a tremendous amount of storage in here. I mean, it's 5,000 volume, 5,000 mass, but it's some shelves. I'm thinking maybe like an armory or something. Set all your explosives over here and your rifles here for your regular space bounty hunter stuff. And those, I believe, are beam modules that modify the missiles, I think, are on that side. Just a storage area. And for the hold. All right. Oh, isn't this cool? And there's the door for the hold, or the hold door. But we'll get to the door here in a little bit. Let's look at the hold first. And there's a stair to get down. I probably need another... no, you can use that one here. Yeah. Okay, so that works fine. What? You can even jump up here. Anyway. I have a little area here with lockers and a pipe, and this is supposed to be like, life support stuff, I guess. Sewage pipe or air pipe, or maybe even both. I don't know. I don't know how this space stuff works. The ladder doesn't come all the way down. Anyway, I also have a little medical station here. And 2 cells. A cell with a slab you can use as a bench or a bed, and another one. The name of the ship here, which this one still thinks it's a royal freighter. And little things on the floor, so something's scuffed up. Maybe there's an explosion here and needed to get repaired. And the control for the door is up here. There's no way to access the cargo door from the outside. And it is just a solid ramp. Oh yeah, we'll take a look at that from the inside here in a little bit. Actually, let's do it right now. Just a ramp that slides down so you can walk up it. Or you can ride down it, or ride up it, or whatever. In fact, if you could find a short one, you could set a speeder bike right here and just come right out the front. Come right up the front. Alright, and let's... and that slides back up and just kind of snaps in here. It's just this big scoop type deal. I think I like it. I'm not entirely sure. And I've also beefed up my landing gear. Yeah, now there are 2 metal pipes that hold it up, not just one. And yellow lights on the feet. So that is that. The exterior. Now, I've done something with this ship I seldom ever do. I filled it. There's an empty space here, but come to the back here where the systems are. See here, it is almost entirely filled with stuff. I'm starting to rethink my module choices, but we'll get there. Let's see, rundown of what it can do. It has it's 35 by 22 by 59, which is probably roughly what the original was. A reactor HP of 68,000, cancel that. Power, it generates 104,000. When firing all the guns and running at max speed, I take it to about 91% usage. So that's almost exactly what it needs. Setting idles 37.9%, which is a little high for what I like, but it works. I usually try idle at around 25. Alright. My thrust comes to 6... Come on. My thrust, max speed comes to 608 blocks. No, I kid. It was 608. How did I get... how did I get to 607.7? Last time I looked, it was 608. Ah! Ruined it. My day's just ruined. Anyway, its max speed is 607. Almost 608. 608 if you round. 4.3 mass to... thrust to mass ratio. So it's a zippy little guy. So you can chase down them bad guys. It has a capacity of 8 missiles. It The weapon systems are this little pea shooter. This is a cannon, I think. I think that's a cannon, just straight cannon. I could be wrong. I did this afternoon. No, it's a cannon. Well, it's not a overly powerful little guy, but still. What else we got in here? I also have a lock-on missile and a cannon computer. What else? It's a space junk floating around here. Where are you? Oh, an A-wing. There we go. That's a cannon beam and a lock-on computer. Or a lock-on missile. Ah, it will one-shot an escape pod. See, I hit red when I'm recharging all the things. Actually, recharging the big gun and the missile at once, I go 110%. Huh. Ah, but it's temporary, and I have enough power to keep up with it. So it's pushing the edge. But that's sort of like if you're going to be a space bounty hunter, you're going to push the edge anyway. You're going to take advantage of everything. And also sort of gives it this piece of junk type feel. You have to know the system, otherwise it's going to fall apart. Anyway, let's take a look at some other things. Mainly the reactor. It has a permanent strength 5 scanner. So that's maximum scanner, permanent duration. Why is that? Because why doesn't it have like a stealth drive? That, my friend, is because this is a hunter, not the hunted. I'm not trying to hide from things. I'm looking for things that are trying to hide. So this will pull things out of cloak. It'll do all that jazz. It's not heavy on defense. Although I think I did throw in a... Yeah, I did throw in a defense chamber, it's just base shield. And FTL, it just has a base with an auto charge, base shield enhancement, and a top speed. I'm using 94%. The main idea of this ship is to get me from A to B, or the bounty hunter to A to B. And it's not a warship. And so it isn't, you're going to go in and fight against my square fighters or against a frigate or anything like that. You're going to be hunting down somebody who skipped bail, a local smuggler, things like that. So it doesn't need to be a warship, but it needs to be fast and have a scanner. And besides, I imagine lots of this actual work is going to be done on foot. So, nice staging area for that and storage for all this. Anyway, oh, and I did put some of the actual cargo blocks in here, so once it gets full, it actually stuff in the shelf, although most of the blocks are actually in the back here. Yeah, in the back here. Right. And this was a problem trying to fill everything and not get the the landing gear stuck, which I did a couple times. Everything is just cram full. And I don't think I added any space. In fact, I subtracted space for systems. Well, I mean, other than ripping all the interior out. That added lots of space for systems. You know what I mean. So there is my entry to the Royal Challenge. And let's dock her to the station with everybody else. Oh, I get an in dock. Right. Oh, awesome. Well, and I'd also like to thank everybody who's put an entry in. I've had fun with this, and I have another one to add to the list. All right. Well, I have been JW608. This has been StarMade. I will do you cats later.